Hey Rebels. Okay, so I'm gonna say off back, entertainment purposes, educational purposes. Use your own discernment. My mouth is salivating and it's very tight. With we finna get into somebody's business. I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody else, but Spirit also wanted me to share with you that yeah, just because you are the one taking in a read does not mean that you aren't the one who potentially did the shit. Uh, so I don't. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. Not my business. I'm just here to give the message. All right. So here we have the in between tarot. In the in between tarot at the bottom, it has the main tarot energy, but it also has the next card or energy. So here we have you have the three of wands, well, the three and the four of wands. You have the 10 and the ace of pentacles, the 10 and ace of wands, the magician, high priestess, 4 and 5 of wands, sun and judgment at the center of the reading, 9 of swords with 10 of swords, the star with the moon, 3 and 4 of cups, 5 and 6 of wands, and here at the bottom you have the page and the knight of coins. I'm going to speak as if I am directly talking to the person for whom this read is for, because the whole going back and forth is a lot. So exchange energies around throughout how you feel need to necessary. The songs that I got downloads from was Neo, Can't Let You Go, staying up all night thinking about you and know something isn't right, baby. What I do, don't think that I can let you go. So it's ultimately a song of guilt. It says it's about guilt, relationships, but it's also, to me, the way that I'm hearing it is as somebody knows that they did something wrong, but they can't let you go. But I'm also hearing Brownstone, a song by Brownstone called "Heard It Through the Grapevine." And ooh, yeah, digging in somebody's ass. Not literally disgusting, but not literally. So the energy that we have on the table, based upon the song downloads that we have, somebody left you to take on responsibilities, um, the perfection of everything yourself. They 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 were not considerate of you in their choices. So this is like, let's say, for instance, a man child who wants to do what the fuck they want to do when the fuck they want to do it. And when they come back, they expect for you to have everything put together, or else you're going to, face the wrath of their titans type of thing, knowing goddamn well they're not a titan. All right. That's too special of an energy spirit. But it just sounded funny. Ain't right. Look, I can't laugh at it yet because this shit feels so damn strong. But Spirit said they got you. All right. They see how you have been left to your own to have to handle this person's baggage as well as your own baggage. There's so much energy of you correcting their shit, that the mess that they made, and also having to take care of your own. Here in the background, if you notice, there are other people working on a line together. There's what, one, two, three people working on an individual line, but this one person right here is doing everything, the same thing that these three people would take three people to do back here. But this one person is doing it all themselves. So Spirit would like to bid you apologies and also let you know that your efforts have been seen. But oh, if you feel that that you need to let go, it's perfect. It's understood. It's understood. Um, ooh, we haven't even got to the Kipper-ish yet, but honey, I'm interested. Um, so here with the 3 and the 4 of wands, Spirit has set you off on a path, scavenger hunt type of thing. You spoken up a certain prayer, and all is being revealed to you here with the sun and the moon and the lanterns. Um, you are being guided. You are being guided, or you have been guided to the answers and the revealing of what it is that you asked in regards to. I feel that this was a very tearful prayer of relief, of you wanted to know what was going on. You wanted it to be present and obvious in your face. And Lordy, it's definitely being presented very obvious in your face of what it is, what it ain't, what you thought it was, and it's not. So Spirit has came down to lighten your torch, and whomever the person is on the other side of this equation who has had you take on the judgment of their bullshit as if they weren't the one who created the shit. They didn't trust you or acknowledge the fact or paid enough attention to you to realize how you were spiritually tapped in, and you ain't about no games or to be messed with, because Spirit does not play about their baby. So this person also was playing on your top in your head, thinking that you was just boo-boo the fool and that you would be none the wiser, though you liked this person and you dealt with this person because you genuinely saw a side of them that, like piqued your interest. So I'm feeling that this is even a bait and switch type of energy where they presented as one person, but once they feel that you get comfortable, or once they get comfortable, they just all types of shit just start coming out of everywhere. Oh my goodness, Spirit, I don't like that message. I'm hearing even a secret baby got exposed. That's for somebody. Here with the High Priestess and the Magician, honey, the Spirit has definitely pulled out all the stops for you. Okay, it pulled out all the stops for you. So if this is indeed your situation, trust. Trust in what you feel. Trust in what you've been seeing. Put those puzzle pieces together. Decide what you're going to do. And Spirit will be there for you. Be there for you, but not be there for you in this situation. Yeah. Shit. Okay. He is a tough cookie. So the other energy that showed up, because it has something to do with the facade of an appearance. Now, here with 4 and 5 of Wands, circus seems to be fun, like the whole, it's entertaining, but the dangers that lurk behind the energy that I'm getting off this card, it's like, though it seems very cultish. It seems very cultish, like, don't drink the Kool-Aid type thing, but you sipped on it. You were pulled back into a daring way of life that you once upon a time used to live, and you are realizing that you are no longer about that or those experiences. You are coming to a place of understanding that you can do without that type of drama. You can do without that type of mystery solving. So here with the Sun and the Judgment, judgment has definitely been called, because you can't be your higher self and have these extensions extensions tied onto you. So what I'm seeing is a person with strings literally in their back, and you're the person with the strings in their back, and you're trying to walk forward, not realizing that you're playing tug of war with those who are to be left behind you. So the cords that Spirit is saying had to be cut are those cords that are in your back. So it's like even one of those wind up toys. Back in the day, the wind up toys had the wind up thing in their back, right? Spirit said it's time for it to be malfunctioning, okay? And it's necessary. And this is a good malfunction. You know what the truth look like, and you know how the truth feels. And Spirit would like for you to keep that with yourself going forward. So if you choose to stagnate your moving forward and keep those strings and for others to pull back on, that's on you. But if you're ready to cut them loose, cut them loose. And I'm feeling that, some of you, I have. Okay, good. But this message right here is for somebody who is definitely still in the midst of it. It's like you have the evidence in front of you, but you have yet to move on the evidence. Now, I don't know what type of Inspector Gadget type stuff this is, but though usually it will come out as they're lurking, you're lurking with the evidence file right in hand. So here with the 9 and the 10 of Swords, it's a defeat. It's a defeat already. So spirit does not understand what more it is that you are waiting for. But whatever it is that you're waiting for due to what's happening, in the universe, it is definitely time to put those key points into action. And well, spirit knows everything. Yeah, but remember you have this thing called free will. So even though spirit knows what's better, what's good for you and what's best for your highest good, you still have the free will to decide to say fuck it and ignore it. Okay? Here with the child, y'all got me nervous. And maybe that's a lot of your energy as well. It's either your energy or this other person with the Neo, they can't let you go type thing. Somebody nervous as shit, like like uptight and nervous. Like oh, my ears clicking. I'm high cheekbones, just tight face, just oh my god. If my nails was a little bit longer, nah, I wouldn't be biting them. I've gotten rid of that anxiety behavior so long ago. Um, so here with the moon and the stars, rebel. Do you want to stay in the delusion and you want to play a role and act a part, or do you want to depart yourself from this situation? Because I'm seeing three boats. No, yeah, no, I'm seeing one, two, three, four, five boats. Okay, this is the fire has been lit. The fire has been lit. Okay, so the dominoes are starting to fall. Okay, now are you gonna be at the end to get knocked over right along with all these other dominoes? Because I'm seeing, like, if I had my other cards up here, I'm sure liability repellent will have came out. You want these dominoes to fall on you and you get caught up in this mess too? Or are you willing to move your ass about the way so spirit can handle what they need to handle with this Neo, I can't let you go person? Okay, because the grapevine that you heard things from, spirit ain't gonna lie to you, honey. It's gonna give you your free will of choice, but it's up to you, honey. But shit is about to crumble and shit is about to fall. And matter of fact, it just reminded me of, I was taking my morning walk, and there's this abandoned building on the next block from me, and there was two fire trucks, but it was strange to me. There was no fire, but they had two fire trucks in the middle of the street, and the ladders were extended, and there were six firefighters who climbed up the ladders, and they were sitting on top of this roof. And I realized that the roof of that abandoned house had caved in the center. Uh, I stood there for a while. They didn't have a rope or anything like they were pulling anybody out. There was no smoke. There was no fire. So it's just the fact of there's not gonna be smoke where there's need for firefighters, right? Um, the house has been abandoned for I don't know how long, but the fact is that firefighters do not only attend to fires, they attend to, I heard offend to, they attend to hazardous places too, right? So that abandoned building, not abandoned house, since the roof caved in and there's other houses surrounding it. I believe the firefighters was, going in, going on the roof trying to figure out where the weak point was at, which the weak point was obviously further in the back of the house because that's where things started caving in at. Yeah, so though and you understand that if you stay connected to this person, there is other shit that's coming, but their stuff is being put on the shit that's coming their way. The collapse that is about to happen for them, the collapse that is about to happen to their structure is not just about you. Okay, that's part of it. You are like the strike of the match. Once you remove yourself from the situation, then the spirit can set back up those dominoes to play with their ego a bit, and make them, whomever this Neo can't let you go person, that we're speaking of, feel that, okay, well, rebel would, thought that I wouldn't be okay without them, and then the shit is literally gonna hit the fan, but this fan is not gonna put out their flames, put out the fire. Okay, so oh shit. So here with the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups, spirits say they understand you need a bit of time to reflect on it. They do understand that you need a little bit of time to reflect on what exactly you want to do, what you need to do, but you, so long as you are around, you are absorbing other information that was not meant for you to be there to witness nor see. So do not get yourself caught in the midst of curiosity, trying to understand, what else they had going on. Spirit said, you know enough and you need to leave well enough alone. Um, here with oh shit, here with the five and six of wands. Yeah, so the trick of the trade is, mm, you've already been knighted to be able to move forward. This other person, now the imagery is she has on her gold crown. Now the gold crown is being placed over this person's head, but it has yet to be placed on their head. At any moment, and notice these glowing eyes in the background, at any moment, depending on you, this crown can definitely be removed from over their head and never touch their crown, never touch their head. Um, and these glowing eyes in the background, I did not notice them until we got to this card. These glowing eyes in the background are deeply in hopes of you walking away and getting out of that realm of nostalgia and wanting to, do that whole sharing is caring. Let me confirmation. Let me protect them because because not you, not I, but you are such a caring person to stay present with them because you're seeing them go through so many different obstacles. Okay. Um. Mm, okay. Yeah. So Spirit is saying that this is a very hazardous situation. It looks good because you're there. You're the one who's wearing the crown. They are hoping that by you being there, that they will get knighted as well. But they can't get knighted if you are no longer around because Spirit is going to show them for a little bit, exactly what triumph could look like. But I would suggest, my suggestion, this is my suggestion box comment. I would suggest move the hell about the way. Cut the cords. Don't let them tug a war with you anymore. Let them deal with, because his face doesn't look so sure. His face does not look sure, as he's not really sure if this is gonna, if his plan is gonna fall through. The reason why we're hearing Neo, I can't let you go, is because they know that if you get set free, then they are left to the devices of all the shit that they created. Because you are around, you are a safe haven for them. They know that you are going to be able to get things done in like a multiplied time, that you are going to be able to, that you are going to have all the answers for them to get out of the issues and out of the problems that they've had, and that you have had such a kind and generous space for them that they are able to play as the avoidant. And Johnny, you have been a safety shield for them. So let's move this energy out the way. Well, not this energy out the way, but these cards out the way. And let's go into the next part of this read. Okay, I'm hearing, hoping one day she might come back. Kisses and I love you the way that lovers do daily. But now you're gone. So now we don't talk no more. You got a new man in. Ooh, okay, so we got boss. Let's move this way. Earth angel. Community. Boss. Documents. Statements. Relationship. And at the bottom, thoughts. And divination. Okay. Okay. I did her get another one for divination. Okay. Move on. That's the message for that been deep thoughts. Okay. Interesting. You want to see what this is? Less abuse. And at the bottom of the deck, endings. Spirit said, put that right there where you put that one. Okay. So Spirit said, fuck what the community is going to think. Fuck what anybody else is going to say. Just fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Not literally, but in the momentum sense. It's time to move around. Forget about the cat, forget about the dog, forget about whomever, and forget about what other people's dreams and goals were for this situation, because ultimately you will be the one to pay the price. Okay, you are a boss in your own making, and there has been so much that liabilities, remember we was talking about liabilities, documents, info, statement, and agreements. There's been so much liabilities that has already come from this situation that it has pulled away from your time and the way that you could have lived life. Even if you wanted to spend that time during your life to nap, it would have been rightfully yours and you would have been able to sleep a lot easier. So the divination message once again is to move the hell on. And just if you need any assurance, take away the good times. Stop thinking about the good times. Think about the overall abuse. Think about the the things that you had confronted this person with, and they gaslighted you. Think about the times that that they should have comforted you and they didn't, and they left you to your own self to heal and resolve. Think about even the times that you created blissful blessings of situations and experiences, and they found their way to come benefit from it, but they also found their ways to abandon you during these moments, and they turned good situations into traumatic experiences. Spirit said, let's do another round. Let's do another round. Oh my baby. And if this is something that you already made your way out of, honey, I'm sure you do. Okay, there you go. If this is a situation that you've already made your way out of, reflect a bit. Not reflect in the sense of trying to search for reasons to go back. Reflecting so you know what you no longer will tolerate going forward with anybody else. And if this is a friend of yours who is going through this situation, Spirit say you may have to give a loving conversation to that friend and leave that friend to deal with their own stuff. Okay, because people do abuse those who help the ones who are abused. Okay, so let's go on here and see what else we got for this hokey pokey. Ain't that some shit? My gosh. I know, Spirit. Can we have Can we have the other card? And so, okay, there we go. And so I can go ahead and talk about this. Okay, so we had surprise. I always love when we see the surprise, but surprise what? Change. Yep. Surprise. Change. I'm hearing Tupac. Change. How does it go? Oh, you had to go listen to it. Go listen to Tupac's Changes. Because there's some words up in there. I'm not gonna there's some words, okay? There's some words. There's a lot of messages in that song. So you have surprise, nice guy, mature woman, courthouse, ritual, unbothered, mature man. Okay, so you need to cut off any what is they call it? What do they call it? Any ties that you have with this person. Their situations, their family is no longer your friend. Their family is no longer in your corner. Anyone who you met through this person, they not on your side. Anyone who you allowed this person to meet that was on your side, honey, step away from them for a while, because you need to do some healing with yourself. And you also want to give them enough space. I'm talking about your people now. You want to give your people enough space to see where their loyalty lies. And this is not as far as, oh, well, they called and checked up on me. Oh, obviously they care. Obviously they're on my side. No, disappear for a bit. If you can, disappear for a while and then pop up one day and just see how everybody is naturally moving. And that way you'll be able to see who's truly loyal to you, because once anyone on your side know that you're not dealing with them anymore, you do not need to give them no long drawn out story. Oftentimes you being silent and just saying, you know what, we're over, and not giving them an explanation is enough for those who really care and love for you to be like, damn, what happened? Oh, some major stuff must have happened, because they don't even want to talk about it. Those who know you will move in that energy, right? So I'm reading this nice guy in several ways. Those who really want y'all to stay together, especially they people saw like, oh, well, ever since they've been with the rebel, they've gotten more and they nicer to us and they're not abusing us. They've been, probably abusing the rebel or whatever the case may be. Mm-mm. Don't listen to the community saying that they're a nice guy. But I'm also seeing with surprise here across the read, there's a mature person, a more mature experience, mature experiences. Even if this isn't a person, more mature experiences coming your way once you use the evidence that has been given to you, to allow the evidence to allow you to move the fuck along. This is not about you using the evidence to say, oh, look at what I found out, and throwing pages up in their face and doing exhibit A, exhibit B. No. Spirit say, remove yourself safely. Remove yourself safely however you need to. Plan for the future, honey. And sometimes planning for the future means planning a great escape. Mature woman. See, Earth Angel and mature woman. So Spirit is saying, deal with this maturely. Because whomever this person is, because you don't see them here. You don't see them here. You just see the remnants of what they left you with, the legal shit and the abuse, the thoughts and everything. You just see the remnants of what they left you with. Spirit is saying, deal with this very maturely, because this person, whomever this person is, who's such a cowardly sucker that won't even show their face, they are expecting that when you find some stuff out, or whatever you found out, that you are going to throw a fucking tantrum, that you are going to go batshit crazy, that you are going to courthouse their ass on some exhibit A, exhibit B type stuff. Spirit said, don't do that, because it's a waste of your breath. It's a waste of your mental that you have come to. You've made your decision. You've understand what shit is, what it ain't, and what you thought it was, that it was never. You get it. You understand. So there's no need to have this conversation with them in that format of way, because that is giving them an opportunity to change your mind. Now, however you need to cut, with courthouse, Spirit say, look, it's been some liabilities had, but do you want to be called, do you want things to get more costly? Okay, do you want things to get more costly? We're no longer talking about, what your options are. We're not talking about, hey, what shit should be. If you really care, you really love yourself. Never love someone else more than you love yourself. Never love someone else more than you love yourself. Okay? Love yourself enough to get a clean getaway, squeaky clean. I'm seeing Windex being shot from glass, and I'm seeing a whole damn door, and the door is just so crispy clean that even you, if you had not known that door was completely made out of glass, you would have walked into it. Okay, that's how clean of a getaway. Spirit is aligning you up to be able to have for yourself, and so therefore, in order for you to be able to do that, you need to stop with the conflict. Stop with the aha, I found you out, and all that other shit. You heard what you heard, you felt what you needed to feel. Motherfucker, move. Move, bitch, get out the way. Just like that. Okay, when I move, when the Spirit said, when I move, you move. Okay, now you're gonna have to go a period of time with this person potentially blowing up your phone and saying things and saying stuff about you and trying to lure you up out of your little rabbit hole. Because what was it, the 10, I think it was the ten of wands and something else. Was it the 10 of swords? Go back and read. There was a little rabbit in the field. They're gonna say certain things to try to bait you out of your solitude. But Spirit say, ignore it. Ignore it. Once again, cut all those damn strings. Okay, take that little twisty thing about your back. So the rituals. As you go through your healing, there are going to be certain things that Spirit will share with you about the stuff that you overlooked, about the things that was not revealed to you. As you go through your healing, you will have those aha moments. I didn't see it like that. That shit was right there up in my face. I didn't even notice. So Spirit, work with, honey, I'm telling you, I know evidence of myself. Work with Spirit. And I went through, what was it? Dealt with someone for so many years, back and forth, knew them since I was even a kid, and we was dealing with each other, so many different times and stuff. And I gave this person a serious shot, and it was like, for what, like years, okay? But after those years of dealing with this person, for whichever reason, Spirit said that I was being quite a dummy, and Spirit will, Most High will snatch this person, well, did for me at least, snatch this person completely out of sight, out of mind for me. They didn't die or anything, but completely snatch this person out of sight, out of mind. They wasn't out of mind because they was lingering, but I had so much time to myself, and still have so much time to myself that even now, years later, certain things pop up in my head that I'm not even thinking about. Nothing's around a trigger. It's just a drop of a seed, a spirit saying, hey, did you not realize that when you saw that, that's what was going on? Did you not realize that when, like just random stuff? I'm like, huh. And the way that you know that you are healed from it is when spirit gives you that information. You're no longer hurt about the information that spirit gave to you, because spirit feels like if certain information, if that spirit was to give to you right now, you would be traumatized and you would possibly want to confront this person to deceive yourself in what you have been, the information that you have been given isn't true. You would try to everything convince, because the pain that would come with the awareness of you're not ready for yet. So as far as relationships, spirit is saying be unbothered, be unbothered. You need to go into solitude and be with yourself. Okay. Now, abuse and thoughts. Now, we can read this two ways. Once again, surprise, you're going to get something more mature, right? Once this change happens, not exactly once this change happens, once your change is ready, mature, and prepared for it. But you can also look at this situation, at this as this person who you was dealing with. You thought that this was a mature situation, and even to the abuse level that you were dealing with things that you thought that that was the way that real relationships work. You thought that this was the way that maturity should, look at it. Well, you know what? This my man, my man, my man. So if this is my man, I would be there for him through this, and I wouldn't let him go, and I would give him a chance to explain, and I would give him a chance to prove it. So no, that's not the mature way. The mature way is loving yourself more than you love somebody else. That you learn to understand when someone is fucking you in your face and playing you in your face. All right. So we're looking forward to this change, because this change card I always realize, right, Amy, this change card, it'll always look like she changed out of her prison outfit, her prison suit, and like her work clothes, her prison. I'm just not realizing the bathroom behind her. So she cleaned up well. Okay. But to me at first this always looked like she just got out of jail. But now realizing that there's a bathroom back there. No, she was working. She was working late night hours, midnight oil, all that stuff, and she cleans up very well, honey. And I'm also realizing that this is not a cat suit. I thought it was pants, but honey, she got on that gown. All right. But anyway, look, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. If that means that you need to cry it out, you need to, dress plain for a while to take the attention off of you because you're doing work on yourself, or if you're on the other side of this coin where you need to, or you feel like you need to dress to impress, just realize, constantly remind yourself you're working on you, because you don't want to take the trauma from this situation into your next dealings with anybody. So spirit, can we get a layout? Our Galileo, whatever that means for somebody. Divine union. Better not to know. Better not to know reads. Have faith in the universe and avoid replying solely on your own understanding. Your guides your guides have chosen to withhold information for now, as you are not prepared to receive all the answers. Then we say, okay, so another thing that I'm being told to say. Okay, generosity. Another thing that I'm being told to say, divine union. Notice that it says soul contract. Every union that you get into is going to be a divine union for a lesson. This does not mean, oh, this is the person, this is the person. No, it's going to be a union for a lesson that is necessary for you. So, mystery gift. And we got, and Hunter. What are we going to read with Hunter? Hunter. It says you are ready to take on a new challenge and venture into uncharted territory. Trust your instincts to adapt to the changing circumstances, and you will come out stronger on the other side. Okay, and then devilish intentions. Devilish intentions. You must face your shadow self and accept it is a part of your being. It is the only way you will be able to fight back, so you may draw from your strength and overcome your weaknesses. Child, my voice is trying to come out, trying to go out. Okay. And in a space age, do not worry about feeling like an outsider. It could be you are ahead of your time or your idea is ahead of its time. Be patient. The rest will catch up later. And then at the bottom, you have boredom. The restlessness and emptiness you may be experiencing is not a sign of something being wrong in your life, but rather a gentle reminder that there is more of you waiting to be expressed. That is important. That is important. Okay, so overall, you need space. You need space. You need, honey, you need to do some miraculous shit and then do a fucking Houdini. Okay, because remember you did have high priestess and a magician. Do a fucking Houdini. Okay, make some shit disappear. If you don't know who Houdini is, okay, abracadabra. Mystery gift. Yeah. So is the community right or is the community wrong? Do you even care about what the community got to say? And if you still care about what the community got to say, you do not love yourself enough, okay? Because you live your life, you live your experiences, you know your feelings, you all that stuff, that you. What do you want, okay? What do you want to not from somebody else? What do you want of yourself? How do you see respect of yourself? And this chick back here, I almost punched her up in the face because the way she got that eyebrow back there, honey, like, you ain't gonna leave them, child. Look. Rebels read, Rebels read. Okay, matter of fact, let's bring this chick in a lot closer because I want you to see this. Look at how she looking like you ain't gonna leave, child. Anyway, better not to know. Earth Angel Mature woman. It is better not, like I said before, it is better for you not to know the extent that all of this is. All this shit is gonna crumble. You can say, oh, but I love them, but obviously you love them more than you love yourself. Okay, you loved them more than you loved yourself. Okay, now it's time to balance out those scales. Love yourself more than you can ever love anybody else. Okay, and then nurture your environment from there. So yeah, I've already spoken about divine generosity. Okay, yeah, you just been very generous with you with the revealing and the forgiving to you of your good karma, but this stuff isn't meant for the other person. Hunter, honey, be unbothered about it. Oh, and then we got change again. 555. You are going to have a level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you. It will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. This is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. Rebels, I love you. I want you to go take care of yourself, honey. I want you to take care of yourself. What's this card that we want? Unmask yourself. It says hidden true feelings. Hiding your true feelings. Anyway, if it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it be. Let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the time. Trust the time. Of your life. Okay, Rebels, I love you. Go sit with yourself for a while. Walk in the park. Do something. Take a nap. Don't avoid. All right. Anyway, go make your life do what it needs to do for you, baby, and live your life for you. Go Rebels.